Broken, honest, faith filled, hope rising, inspiration. I remember nights I couldn't sleep, worries running far too deep, bills on the table, fear in my chest, trying my best but failing the test. Friends disappeared when times got hard, dreams felt distant, hope felt scarred. I looked around for someone to call, but nobody answered at all. When every door seemed locked and closed, when I carried more than I could hold, a quiet voice spoke to my soul. When God was all I had left, I found He was all I needed. When my strength was gone, His mercy carried me through. When God was all beside my weakness and turned my darkest night into a brand new morning light. I cried alone, asking heaven, am I on my own? Every prayer seemed unanswered then, still I prayed again and again. The mountain stood before my face, but somehow I kept running the race. Not because I was strong enough, but because His love was enough. Through every valley, every fear, I learned my Savior was always near. Even when I couldn't see, when God was all I had left, I found He was all I needed. When my strength was gone, His mercy carried me through. Beside my weakness and turned my darkest night into a brand new morning light. I lost things I thought I couldn't lose. I walked roads I didn't choose, but every step taught me one thing: God never left. God never failed. God never failed. I stumbled, even when I wanted to quit, He stayed. He stayed. God was all I had left. When God was all I had left, I found He was all I needed. Every broken piece was placed back in His hands. God was all I had left. His grace became my shelter, and now my testimony stands. God carried me through it all. When God was all I had left, I discovered endless mercy. And if you're hurting tonight, He'll carry you too. Soft piano. When everyone else walked away, God stayed. God stayed. God stayed. When everything else fell apart, God stayed. God stayed. And He'll stay forever. Amen. I was updating my phone tonight, cleaning names I didn't know, old numbers from another lifetime, people from long ago. Then I came across your contact, right where it's always been. Just 4 little letters on a screen. Yet it stopped me once again. Not your full name, not a nickname, not something fancy or grand. Just mom beside a phone number, the most important name I had. I still save her contact as mom, and I don't think that will ever change, because no matter how many years go by, that name still means everything. I still save her contact as mom, though heaven took her far away. Some connections never disappear, they just find another way. Sometimes my thumb still pauses there, like it forgets what's true, as if one simple phone call could somehow reach to you. I remember all those conversations, the laughter and the prayers, the times you answered on the first ring, just because you cared. Now the line is silent, but the love still comes through. Every time I see that contact, I remember you. Oh, I still save her contact as mom, and I don't think that will ever change, because no matter how many years go by, that name still means everything. disappear. They just find another way. Mama, people tell us to let go, to move on, to clean out old things. But some things aren't clutter. They're anchors, they're reminders, they're proof that love was here and still is. I still save her contact as mom, and maybe I always will, because love doesn't need a signal to reach a heart standing still. Oh, I still save her contact as mom, and thank God every day for every conversation we shared before you went away. I still save her contact as mom, and I'll never change that name. Your number may be silent, but your love still answers. Every time I think of you, I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. I was searching through an old drawer, looking for something else tonight, when I found a folded piece of paper written in your handwriting so bright. The ink was fading around the edges, the paper worn by passing years. But the moment I saw those familiar words, my eyes filled up with tears. It wasn't just a recipe, it was a piece of you I found, a little piece of heaven hidden inside that drawer somehow. Some treasures aren't expensive, they're simply impossible to replace. I found my mom's handwritten recipe, and suddenly she felt close to me. Every word was written with love and care, and for a moment it felt like she was there. I found my mom's handwritten recipe, and my heart traveled through memory. Though heaven took her far away, her love was written on that page. Cry tenor saxophone, gentle blues guitar, warm organ swells. I remember standing in the kitchen, watching her work her magic there. She never measured quite like the recipe, yet somehow every meal was perfect. There were little notes beside the lines, add more if the children smile, and don't forget to thank the Lord, written in her gentle style. I laughed and cried at the same time, reading words she left behind, because somehow that old recipe still mama. The recipe wasn't really about food. It was about family, about gathering together, about gratitude, about love, and reading your handwriting again felt like hearing your voice. After all these years,
choir
enters
warmly,
organ rise,
drums build
gradually,
success.
emotional phrases. Found my mom's handwritten recipe, and it gave a piece of her back to me. Though I can't hug her anymore, I can still feel her love for sure. I found my mom's handwritten recipe, and thank God for that memory. Because some people leave this world behind, but never leave our hearts and minds. I found my mom's
Handwritten recipe, handwritten recipe.
and I will treasure it forever. Soft piano only, gentle organ sustain. Just a piece of paper, just a few written words. Yet somehow it felt like holding your hand again. I love you, mama. You stood there smiling at the doorway, like you had done 1,000 times before. I said, I'll see you later, mama. Then I walked right out that door. I never thought about forever. I never thought the clock would stop. I thought there'd be another Sunday, another chance to hear you talk. If I had known what heaven knew, I'd have stayed a little longer with you. I didn't know that was our last goodbye. I didn't know that night would be the last time I'd hear your voice and see your smile. Talk with you a while. Mom, if I could have one moment back, I'd hold you close and never let go of that. But heaven called your name away, and my heart still misses you today. find myself remembering the little things I used to miss. The way you pray before each meal, the warmth inside your gentle kiss. Your favorite chair still sits there empty. Your Bible rests beside the lamp, and every corner of this house still carries pieces of your hands. Sometimes I swear I hear you say, everything will be okay. Mom, I didn't know that was our last goodbye. I didn't know that night would be the last time I'd hear your voice and see your smile, or sit and talk with you a while. Mom, if I could have one moment back, I'd hold you close and never let go of that. But heaven called your name away, and my heart still misses you today. I wish I had one more morning, one more coffee at the table, one more story, one more prayer, one more chance to tell you thank you for every sacrifice, for every sleepless night, for every tear you hid from me. You love me more than I ever knew. Mom, I didn't know
That was our last goodbye.
but your love still lives
Still lives inside my life.
inside my life. Oh, every lesson
Every lesson
that you gave to me
gave to me
still helps me be
still helps me be
the man I need to be. Oh, Mom, though heaven keeps you
for a while.
I still carry your.
Beautiful smile.
And when God says my race is through, the first face I wanna see is you. I didn't know that was our
Last goodbye.
but I know we'll meet beyond the sky. Goodbye wasn't forever, just until we meet again. I love you, Mama. Always. Oh, always. Always. Deep Southern gospel blues, soulful gospel memory ballad, 69 BPM, Warm and a Law production. 5-6 minutes, heartbreaking, nostalgic, tender, reflective. I found it in a shoebox tonight, tucked beneath some photographs. A birthday card you gave me years ago, a small piece of the past. The corners had begun to fade, the colors weren't as bright, but seeing your handwriting again brought tears into my eyes. I remembered opening it that day, never thinking, not even once, that someday it would become one of my greatest treasures. I saved the last birthday card my mom ever gave me, and I read it when I missed her most. Every word still feels alive somehow, like a message carried close. I saved the last birthday card my mom ever gave me, though the years keep rolling by. That little card still warms my heart and helps me through the night. Short tenor sax, warm organ swells, gentle blues guitar fills. You didn't write a famous quote or anything grand to see, just simple words from a loving mother who always believed in me. You said, no matter where life takes you, keep your faith and keep your smile. And somehow those ordinary words have carried me for miles. The card may only be paper, but the love inside remains, growing more valuable every year as time keeps changing things. I saved the last
Birthday card
my mom
ever gave me,
and I read it when I miss her most. Every word still feels alive somehow, like a message carried close. I saved the last birthday card my mom
ever gave
me, though the years keep rolling by. That little card still warms my heart and helps me through the night. Mama, you never knew how much that card would mean someday. You were just being yourself, loving me, encouraging me, praying for me. But now, those words have become a lifeline on the days I miss you most. I saved the last
birthday card
my mom
ever gave me,
and I thank the Lord above for every word you left behind and every memory wrapped in love. I saved
the last birthday card
my mom,
ever gave me,
and I'll cherish it until the end, because even though you're gone from sight, your love still speaks again. I saved
the last birthday
the
card
last birthday card,
ever gave me,
and I always will. Soft piano only, gentle organ sustain. The paper grows older, but your love never does. Good night, Mama, until we meet again. I was cleaning out an old drawer on a quiet afternoon, looking through forgotten papers in a room that fell too soon. Then I found a folded notepad page tucked between some bills and keys. Just a simple grocery list, but it brought me to my knees. Milk and bread, a dozen eggs, coffee and a bag of rice, things the world would overlook, but I read every line twice. I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and suddenly I wasn't alone. Every little word upon that page felt like a welcome home. I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and tears fell one by one, because ordinary things become treasures when the person you love is gone. There was a note beside the coffee: don't forget your brother's favorite kind. And next to the Sunday dinner items, a little heart she'd drawn in line. That's who you were every single day, always thinking of someone else, making sure the family had enough before you thought about yourself. A grocery list to most people, a masterpiece to me, because love was written in every item, as plain could be. I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and suddenly I wasn't alone. Every little word upon that page felt like a welcome home. Oh, I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and tears fell one by one, because ordinary things become treasures when the person you love is gone. Mama, it's funny what survives the years. Not the expensive things, not the things we thought mattered most, but a note, a recipe, a shopping list, little pieces of everyday love that become priceless when someone leaves this world. I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and thank God for what I found.
Because hidden inside
Those simple words, your love was still around. I found my mom's
grocery list
in an old drawer and held it close tonight. A reminder that the smallest things can carry the greatest light. I found my mom's grocery list in an old drawer, and I'll never throw it away. Soft piano only, gentle organ sustained. Just a grocery list to everyone else, but to me it was a letter from home. I love you, Mama. I love you, Mama. The family gathered around the table, just like we've done for years. Children laughing in the kitchen, trying to hide their tears. Someone asked who would say the blessing, and suddenly the room grew still. Because for as long as we remembered, that was always your will. I looked down at my folded hands and felt my heart retrace 1,000 Sunday afternoons when I heard my mama say grace. I still hear my mom saying grace before every meal we share, thanking God for daily blessings and showing us He cares. I still hear my mom saying grace, though heaven called her home. Her voice still lives around this table and never leaves us alone. You never used fancy language or tried to sound profound, just simple words from a faithful heart that brought God's presence down. You thanked Him for the food before us, for family gathered near, for mercy through the hard times and strength throughout the year. Looking back, I understand now what made those moments last. It wasn't only what you prayed, it was the faith you passed. I still hear my mom saying grace before every meal we share, Mama, sometimes we think the important things in life are the big moments. But now I know some of the holiest memories were sitting around a table, listening to you. Thank God for one more day. I still hear my mom saying grace, and I pray the way you taught me to, with gratitude for every blessing and faith to make it through. I still hear my mom saying grace whenever our family gathers near. And though your chair may sit empty, your spirit still feels here. I still hear my mom. I still hear my mom saying grace. Every time we bow our heads, soft piano only, gentle organ sustain. Thank you, Lord, for the woman who taught us to pray. I still hear her voice, and I always will. Amen. The weather turned a little colder, so I opened up my closet door, looking for something warm to wear, like I've done so many times before. That's when I saw that old sweater hanging where it's always been, the one you bought me years ago, back when life felt different. You said the color looked good on me. I smiled and rolled my eyes. Now I'd give anything to hear that little comment one more time. I still have the sweater my mom bought me, and I don't think I'll let it go, because every thread holds a memory of a love I'll always know. I still have the sweater my mom bought me, though it's worn with passing years. Some things become more valuable every time they dry our tears. It's not the newest thing I own. The sleeves are showing age, but somehow when I wear it, it feels like you've turned another page. I remember that shopping trip walking side by side. You cared more about my comfort than anything money could buy. The sweater keeps me warm at night, but that's not why I keep it near. I keep it because it reminds me of having you right here. I still have the sweater my mom bought me, and I don't think I'll let it go, because every thread holds a memory of a love I always know. I still have the sweater my mom bought me, though it's worn with passing years. Some things become more valuable every time they dry our tears. Mama, people see an old sweater. I see your kindness, your thoughtfulness, your care. I see a woman who spent her life making sure everyone else was warm before herself. I still have the sweater my mom bought me. My mom bought me, and I'll treasure it while I live, because it reminds me every day of how much love you gave. I still have the sweater mom bought me, and whenever the cold winds blow, it warms more than just my body. It warms my soul. I still have the sweater my mom bought me, and I always will. The sweater grows older, but your love never does. I miss you, Mama. Every time I wear it, Mama, today I stood so tall, the kind of day we'd celebrate and all. The dreams we talked about for years finally arrived through blood and tears. Everyone was smiling in the crowd, cheering loud and feeling proud. But in the middle of that joyful sound, I felt your absence all around. I looked toward heaven with tear-filled eyes, wishing I could see your smile. Mama, I made it, but I miss you every day. I reached the place you prayed I'd reach, but you weren't here to hear me say, brought me here was built on the love you found. So hard when times were rough. Somehow your love was always enough. You sacrificed more than I ever knew, just to help my dreams come true. Now people say I'm doing well, but there's a story they can't tell. That I receive is a mother who chose to believe. And when I felt too weak to stand, you lifted me with praying hands. Mama, I made it, but I miss you every day. The place you prayed I'd reach, but you weren't here to hear me say, Mama, I made it. And I hope you're looking down, because every step that brought me here was built on the love you found. I wish you could see the children now. I wish you could sit beside me again. There are so many stories I still want to tell you, so many victories I still want to share. Sometimes success feels incomplete when the person who believed in you most is no longer here. But deep inside, I know you're watching, and that gives me peace. Mama, I made it, but I miss you every day. And if I could trade every trophy I own for one more hour, I'd give them away. Keeps you now. Your love still lights my heart. Oh, Mama, I made it. And one day when my race is through, the first thing I'll say in heaven is, Mama, I made it. Because of you. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're proud. I miss you, Mama, every single day. The winter seemed a little colder since the day you went away. And some nights when the house grows quiet, the memories start to play. So I pull that old quilt from the closet, the one you made by hand. Every stitch tells a little story only my heart understands. The colors have started fading, and the fabric's worn and thin. But when I wrap it around my shoulders, I feel close to you again. I still sleep with the quilt my mom made. On the nights I miss her most, it's more than cloth and thread to me. It's a shelter for my soul. I still sleep with the quilt my mom made, and somehow it helps me through, because every stitch was sewn with love, and every piece reminds me of you. I remember watching you sew it by the lamp late into the night. You'd smile and say, I'm almost done, while making everything feel right. Back then it seemed so ordinary, just another thing you do. Now I'd give anything to sit again and watch that evening with you. Funny how the smallest comforts become treasures after loss, and how a mother's love keeps warming us long after she's gone. With the quilt my mom made. On the nights I miss her most, it's more than cloth and thread to me. It's a shelter for my soul. I still sleep with the quilt my mom made, and somehow it helps me through, because every stitch was sewn with love, and every piece reminds me of you, Mama. The quilt can't hug me back, it can't speak, it can't dry my tears, but somehow it still comforts me, because love leaves fingerprints on everything it touches, and your love is stitched into every square. I still sleep with the quilt my mom made, and I probably always will, because some things become sacred. Whoa, when a heart stands still, with the quilt my mom made. And thank God every night that still makes the darkness bright. Oh, I still sleep
with the quilt my mom made,
and dream of seeing you again. The quilt grows older, but the love inside it doesn't. Good night, Mama. I'll see you in my dreams. Soft hammering organ, distant church homes, gentle quiet paths, slow emotional build. The family's gathered here tonight. The children laugh, the candles shine. But across the room, beside the wall, there's one thing missing from it all. That old wooden chair by the window light still stands exactly where it stood that night. And every time my eyes look there, my heart remembers you're not here. Some things never really change, even after all these years. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart. Every holiday, every family part, though heaven gained an angel above, that chair still reminds me of your love. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart, because of loving you never fell apart. And every time I see it there, I still wish I could find you sitting there, crying tenor saxophone, gentle blues guitar fills, warm organ swells. I remember how you'd sit and pray before we started every day. You'd smile and somehow make us feel like every wound in life could heal. Now the seasons come and go, and the grandchildren continue to grow, but there's an emptiness nobody can replace, a space that still belongs to your grace. Time keeps moving down the road, but some memories never grow. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart. Every holiday, every family part, though heaven gained an angel above, that chair still reminds me of your love. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart, because of loving you never fell apart. And every time I see it there, I still wish I could find you sitting there. Mama, sometimes I leave that chair untouched. Nobody sits there. Not because they can't, but because it still feels like yours. It's where you prayed, where you laughed, where you loved us. And somehow, that chair became more than furniture. It became a memory, a reminder of the greatest woman I ever knew.
Choir rises,
Organ swell,
our levy,
drums build gradually,
sax answers vocal phrases.
sax answers vocal phrases. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart, but your love still helps me when life gets hard. Though heaven called you far away, your spirit still guides me every day. Mom, your empty chair still breaks my heart, yet faith reminds me we're not apart. Because one day beyond the sky so fair, you'll be waiting with another chair. Mom,
Your empty chair still breaks my heart.
until the day we're together again. Soft piano only, organ fading slowly. The chair is empty, but your love remains. I miss you, Mama, more than words can say. Until we meet again. Yeah. Every year when my birthday comes, I smile for family and friends, but deep inside there's still a place that quietly waits again. You were always the first to call, no matter where life took me. Before the sun was fully up, your voice would find me. You'd sing a little off-key song, then laugh before you'd say, "Happy birthday, baby," like every single year. I still wait for my mom's birthday call, even though I know it won't come. Some habits live inside the heart, long after someone is gone. I still wait for my mom's birthday call, to hear her voice one more time, and for a moment, feel the love that carried me through life. The phone rings through the day, and everyone means well. But there's one voice missing, and I can always tell. I miss the way you'd ask me if I was taking care, and remind me that no matter my age, I'd always be your child somewhere. I still wait for my mom's birthday call, even though I know it won't come. Some habits live inside the heart, long after someone is gone. I still wait for my mom's birthday call, to hear her voice one more time, and for a moment feel the love that carried me through life. Mama, birthdays aren't really about getting older. They're about remembering the people who made life beautiful. And every year, the gift I miss the most is hearing your voice say my name one more time. I still wait for my mom's birthday call, and maybe I always will, because a mother's love never leaves. It lives beyond the years. I still wait for my mom's birthday call. But heaven answered instead with memories full of love that still live in my heart. Soft piano only, gentle organ sustain. Happy birthday. That's what you always said. I miss you, mama, today more than ever. Today more than ever. Every time I grab my keys and head out the front door, there's a voice that rides beside me like 1,000 times before. You never let me leave without it. Didn't matter where I'd go, across the country or down the street. There was one thing I'd always know. You'd smile and wave from the doorway, then say those simple words, words I heard 1,000,000 times, yet never fully understood. I still hear my mom say, drive safe, every time I pull away. guides my day. I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, like a prayer carried on the wind. And somehow those two little words still bring me comfort again. Back then I thought it was routine, just something mothers always say. But now I understand the love hidden inside those words today. It wasn't really about driving or traffic lights ahead. It was her way of saying, I love you instead. Now every road feels different since the day she went away. But I carry those loving words with every mile I take. Oh, I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, every time I pull away. Though heaven called her home years ago, her voice still guides my day. I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, like a prayer carried on the wind. And somehow those two little words still bring me comfort again. Mama, you never stop being a mother, not for one single day. Even when I was grown, even when I had children of my own, you still worry, you still pray, you still love me the same way. I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, and I probably always will, because love has a way of echoing long after the world stands still. I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, and every time those words appear, I thank God for a mother's love that still feels so near. I still hear my mom saying, drive safe, and I'll carry those words forever. Drive safe, such simple words, but they carried a lifetime of love.